Yo, we back. That was URL with another track. You know what I'm saying? You all know URL. Hit them up at URL music.com, and check all their music out. You know what I'm saying? They hot. But back to the topic. Okay? We talking about who would you pick, basically, if you had the chance again to pick from, I'm about to say Lamar or wow. LeBron, let me stop. LeBron or Melo. Which one would you pick on your squad now? Like if it's free agency again, which one would you rather have on there? Now, of course, you know, Kiki, what did you say? Let them know what you said.
I said Carmelo.
And I said LeBron. Everybody knew I was going to say it, you know, just because I was going to say it. Now, I will tell you the real, you know, now, I didn't want them to get together. That's what I don't, you know, I'm sure, you know, y'all who talked to me before understand. I didn't want LeBron to go to the Heat. I wanted LeBron to go to Chicago. But I still didn't like that because Derrick Rose, but, you know, and him, they're a go-at-you player. The reason why I like the three in New York is because they all have different games.
Right, yeah, they do.
Like the Celtics, like Pierce, Garnett, and Ray Allen.
Right.
That's why I like their fit.
That's why it works.
But as a person, I'm going to say LeBron because LeBron can score 75 points alone, and all I got to do is drop 10. So, you know what I'm saying? Like it's funny. I mean, I understand that. But my thing is that I don't think you, Kiki, but I know a lot of other people get hung up on how LeBron did it. I think the whole hour special on TV, it wasn't just him. ESPN could have said no, but they knew that would be great for publicity.
Television.
So, you know, right there, that's what they did right there.
And everybody watched it, so don't say that, you know what I'm saying, it was stupid.
Sit down.
Because I at least watched the first couple minutes.
I just didn't want him to go. I didn't want him to go back to Cleveland. And I honestly did not want him to go to New York because New York was pissing me off because they always would get where they need to be and mess up. Patrick Ewing, you're going to do a layup. Dunk the damn, you 7 foot. Dunk the ball and you lose in the damn championship.
Right,
Are you kidding me? Okay, now I'll tell you. I was rewinding it before we went to the 90s Bulls. I said I'm talking about both of the three-peats. They happened to fall together.
That's right.
The reason I said it happened to fall together, I'm gonna put it like this: players had no real. I hate to say it, but you were slaves back then. A lot of players are upset with LeBron and them because now it's a different. Melo, LeBron, all of them could do what the hell they want. They in charge of their own business.
That's right.
Whereas I think Jordan might have been the only one that really was in charge of their own business. The other ones, it was the front office that made that decision. Yeah. But they got Scottie. You gonna tell me Scottie Pippen couldn't hold it down by himself? And and I'm sure you know Scottie Pippen could not hold it down by himself. You know what I'm saying? And if he wasn't playing with Jordan, that wouldn't have been one of Jordan's #1 threats. If he would have stayed, say if he would have went to New York.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I agree with that.
And that's what I'm trying to say. Now, if Dwayne Wade, LeBron, and Bosh had all got drafted there, nobody would say nothing because they got drafted because the draft pulled them there. It was the front office. It's the mentality of Massa brought you here. So it's cool. But since they got to do it, it's like, I'm not going to say the word I want to use, but you should know. You should think what I want to use. They can't do it. They can't do that. Yeah. They're not allowed to do that. I know your reasoning is not that. You just like, Melo's game. You just think is a better fit on your team.
Great. I thought they did what they wanted to do.
And so you're a Knicks fan though?
No, I'm not a fan. Okay.
You like a player like me?
I am like you because I'm a Wizards fan.
Oh God.
Right. I mean, it's a home team. Come on. What am I
understand.
supposed to do? I'm not a Redskins fan, so, it doesn't go that far, but I'm not that far. But let's go Ravens. But, the Wizards are my home team. But I do like Carmelo, so I'm watching, the Knicks more often. Obviously, they're on TV more often because he's there. So, I'm following them.
Yes.
So I want them to do well. I mean, I don't like the Lakers. So, it's what it is.
All the Laker fans, and y'all know who y'all are that be on Facebook and checking me out. beef with that. You can hit, you know.
Yeah, I don't like them either. So, yeah, I don't care.
My whole thing is that what LeBron gives to you is just like, it's like I said, it's phenomenal by himself. What he can give to you, he don't have to score, but he can get assists. He got more. It's like I said, I hate looking at statistics because that don't really mean nothing. Especially you got all the statistics in the world, but you're losing games. Right. So I don't really like that. But as a player, I really think I shouldn't compare. I compared them because I heard that question asked earlier, and they both small forwards. But just the fact that I mean Melo could handle the ball, but LeBron could go at you, or he could be that facilitator, or he could play the power forward. And he does it. You've seen him do it.
I agree that he's a better all-around player than Carmelo.
Well, that's why. That's the reason.
I think people just don't pay Carmelo as much attention.
They don't.
That's really what I think. They
don't. But you got to remember, this dude LeBron came. You got to understand, they both came in. I would think that Carmelo would have the edge of having that college, but you got to be honest and say, at the end of the day, I love, like I said, Carmelo. Like, yo, that's my dude. Like, I know I could kick it with son. Like, I know I could kick my man. You know what I'm saying? That played in Baltimore. He kicked it. He used to kick it with that cat out there. He was like a young boy to him, and he used to. My man used to host camps. You know, with Steve Francis and all that. He got pictures with Melo, and Melo was cool. Like, he got the Polaroids and all like that. And Melo was like a real humble guy. He was telling me. So I know I could rock with Melo. I could probably rock with Melo harder than LeBron chilling, but I think I could rock with both of them just off what I see.
LeBron seems like a jerk to me. That's another reason why he can stay.
I don't really know anybody that's ever talked to him like that, so I can't say that. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, no, he's not like. I don't know how he is.
I mean, I don't know either.
I don't know how none of them would be.
I'm just checking what he does on the court.
Yeah. On the court, but it's just the fact he came in from high school. I'm talking just turned 18 type stuff. Or, well, he didn't just turn 18, but he was 18 years old. You know what I'm saying?
240 pounds.
Huh?
240 pounds. But
that was what he did. He worked on it. I mean, you can't help your whole, if he's big, you can't help that you big like that. You know what I'm saying? But to come in and dominate the way he does and bring the Cavaliers, who was what they are now, that's what they were when he came. And a few years later, to be in the championship and to be a leader of their I think it means something. Now, I don't think he needed Bosh and Wade to do that. I think if he would have went to New York and it would have been him and Amare, they would have been cool. Because LeBron can play better defense than Amare, and he would have been straight. It would have been straight right there, and then they would have they could have got a nice point guard. You see what I'm saying? I don't think he needed Dwayne Wade too, but I can understand because I did it in high school. Now it's at a different level, but I said I want to play with my homeboys, and we went to the same high school and we did that because we wanted to do that. People was like, "Oh, why y'all?" Because some of us played similar, whatever. But you know, this what you wanted to do, and this what you wanted to do. That's it.
And that's absolutely fine, LeBron. I mean, it's absolutely fine. But I still don't want you on my team.
Yeah, and that's. But the thing is, now my point is, did you not want him on the team earlier in the year, or is it just now that he picked the Heat? Like when he was first coming out, did you say, "Oh shit, Heat"? You know, I might want him on my squad.
I mean, license, I don't know what, but when you're talking about if my squad didn't, you gave me an ultimatum. You kind of said which one or the other. If I could have them both, that would be, you know.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm not. Everybody.
That would work too. But if Carmelo's not available, I'll take LeBron. But if I had, you know, if it's a draft and I got the first pick, I'm taking Carmelo.
Exactly. I can understand. I can understand that completely. Don't get me wrong. I can understand that. You know, I do look at it differently. You know, as far as him going to the Heat, I looked at they gutted their whole roster, whereas the Knicks was pretty much in place for somewhat. They were in place, and they were. Not saying the Heat wasn't.
It didn't work though. I mean, come on.
But we didn't see what it. I don't think. I honestly cannot see them not winning a chip. Because if you look at it, as I said, I compare, and people were calling LeBron Scottie Pippen. I got offended for that. Because Scottie was a beast. When Jordan left, he led them to the Eastern Conference Finals and lost by like a point or something like that. on a fluke call. Okay, the year after the greatest basketball player of all time left.
Yeah.
Okay, so to call him Scottie Pippen would have been like, cool, call me Pippen. You know what I'm saying? The only thing about him and Pippen is that Pippen I liked his J, and he knew Jordan was going to take that last shot.
Yeah. And
that's what they need to do. He need to realize he should have passed to Wade against the Knicks. I think Wade would have made that and sent it into overtime. If he didn't, it would have still been a better look. He tries to do it all on himself, and that's because it's molded into him that I have to do everything. Don't do that.
They lost. As long as they lost, that's all that.
They split the series. That's what's up. I truly believe that if they meet in the playoffs, I just cannot. I think that they're gonna win. You know, ultimately, I do think it's gonna be a hell of a series.
You think they're gonna win?
No, I think the Heat are gonna win this year. Now next year, when they get a better center and they get better facilities, because remember they were playing the Heat. Everybody wants to beat the Heat. You know, because if you know, everybody wants to beat the Heat. Period.
Right, but I just want to make sure I heard you right. You think the Heat is going to win it all?
Oh no! I said in the series, if they play the Knicks, they're going to win that series. I still think either Spurs or LA going to pull it off. I don't want neither one. Well, I can't say that. I wouldn't mind if I don't know. I want to bring the championship back to the East Coast. I really do.
I think that.
But I wouldn't be too pissed off. But I think it depends who they play. If they play Boston, I want Boston to go down. I can't stand Paul Pierce. I hate Paul Pierce, yo.
I love that team.
I know. Everybody loves that team except me and my pops.
I mean, I'm not a Celtics fan, but I just love to watch them play. Like, they just got it down to a science. Yeah.
Yeah. But, you know what I'm saying? Yo, also, right now, I'm going to tell you, because we at, a little bit over. But what I'm going to say is that, what am I going to do right now? I'm going to go do this good look.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Little girl, you know what I'm saying, did a song. Basically, a couple
little girls.
Yeah, a couple little girls wrote a letter to Lil Wayne. Because he's down, he just be downing black women, period. And they weren't feeling it. 10 years old, little kids. And they weren't feeling him. They said, yo, we ain't feeling you, Mr. Wayne. They called him Mr. Wayne. You know what I'm saying? And they did it over, y'all. Straight up, if you lose the kids, bye, Nikki. It's over, Nikki. Your dude is done, and you're. Trust me, they got one coming for you too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So that's what it is right there.
Domino effect.
That is what it is right there. Now we're gonna go to a little bit of, I'm gonna say, commercials real quick, and we're gonna come right back with the dumb moment and end the show. We're gonna get back at y'all.
Don't be dumb.
LeBron, let me stop. All right. Hey, yo, what up? This is Fuego. Don't forget to catch segments of this show on www.youtube.com/Mr. Fuego Beats. All the topics that we talked about broken down in segments on www.youtube.com/Mr. Fuego Beats. So take a listen, leave a comment. Peace.